Hello, welcome back to Shiva's channel. SYFA Shiva. So it's been a while since the last time I uploaded a video about 1 month ago. It's about discourse analysis, and now I have another lesson, and I think it's gonna be useful for those who wanted to understand second language acquisition more. I have told you what I'm going to discuss. What is it? Yeah, it is second language acquisition. Anyone knows what is second language acquisition? Second language acquisition is actually a process of people who learn their second language instead of their first language. Do you know what does it mean? It means people have their first language, right? For example, when you are living in Indonesia and you have lived for a long time in Indonesia, so what will be your first language? Yeah, that will be Bahasa as your first language. So, if you want to learn English and English is quite fluent for you and English is quite It's quite fluent and you are easy to understand English. So what English belongs to? Yeah, English will be your second language because your first language is Indonesia, Bahasa, and your second language is English. Okay? And so, what will be your second language if your first language is English? It depends on the language that you learn after English. So if your first language is English and you are learning French or German language, what will be your second language? Yeah, your second language will be French language or German language. So I'm going to talk about an expert who have conducted some theories about second language acquisition. According to Krashen is an expert of second language acquisition. According to Krashen, while we acquire a language, there are two ways of people when they are acquiring language. The first one is when we are learning second language in conscious way and subconscious way. What does it mean by conscious way? In learning language in conscious way, it means that you know that you are now learning English, learning that language. For example, you are attending a course, an English course, or you are learning through some other platforms, study platforms such as internet, YouTube, and it means that you are consciously studying that language. How about subconscious way of learning language? Yeah, subconscious way means that you don't know that you are now learning that language. It's like the language that you acquire is automatically comes to your brain, and the information that you get is stored in your brain. So it's like you don't know that you're now learning English, not English, but the language that you learn. When you are learning the language or acquiring that language in a subconscious way, it mostly comes from the way of communication. When you are communicate with your friends, with people, with your parents, or maybe with your relatives, and you are talking to your mates, your boyfriend, and whoever, and in this subconscious way of learning, it is also used to develop your native language. So because you are acquiring language through social relation. Stephen Krashen also has developed some theories about creative construction theory, and it is the most influential theory that people mostly use it for research and others. And there are 5 kinds of creative construction theory. The first one is acquisition learning. The second is monitor. The third one is natural order. The fourth one is input. And the last one is affective filter. And today I'm going to focus on one theory that Krashen have developed. It is natural order hypothesis. What comes to your mind when you first hear about natural order hypothesis? Or some of you don't know or never hear about natural order hypothesis? In natural order hypothesis, we acquire the rules of language in predictable order. Some of rules may come late and some rules might come earlier. The natural order of acquisition presumed to be the results of acquired system. Natural order hypothesis assume that there is a similarity of the way of learning the first language and the second language, even though we cannot conclude it for everyone who learn the second language, but it is just an assumption of that theory. Due to the knowledge of grammatical structure that supports your first language, errors in learning second language can be avoided. That's why the grammatical structure of your target language or your second language is obtained in predictable order. After all the explanation that I have explained about the theories of second language acquisition and natural order hypothesis, I hope that you get some information and some knowledge about this theory, and I hope that my explanation and this video will be helpful for you to understand more about the theories of second language acquisition. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget to take care of yourself and make sure that you will always keep healthy during this pandemic era of COVID-19. So I hope to see you soon and see you. Thank you.